Let's start with our image input component. So here in the components folder, let's add a new file, ImageInput.js. Here I'm going to use the code snippet that I gave you at the beginning of the course. So RNFC is short for React Native Function Component. Beautiful. We have a template for creating a new component. In this component, we have a view that acts as a container. So let's give this container a bunch of styles. I'm going to set the background color to, look, we can auto import our colors palette and set the background to colors.light. I'm also going to give it a border radius of 15 pixels so we get round corners. Now, if we don't have an image, we want to show a camera icon in the center of this container. So here we should set two more properties, justify content and align items. Now I'm going to move align items to the top. So all these properties are sorted. This makes it easier to read this code. Finally, I want to set the height to 100 pixels and the width to 100 pixels as well. Now in the future, we can change this and set the size dynamically. For now, let's not worry about it. So save. Let's test our implementation. So we go to app.js and render an image input. Take a look. So here's our container. Now let's render an icon in the center of this container. So we go to our component. On the top, we import from @expo/vector icons. We're going to import material community icons. Now I'm going to give this component a new prop called image URI. If we don't have an image, we want to render the camera icon. So here we're going to use conditional rendering. If image URI doesn't exist, then we're going to render an icon. Let's set the name to camera, the size to 40, and the color to colors.medium. Let's test our app. Here's the icon, beautiful. Now if you have an image, we want to show that image inside this container. So one more time, conditional rendering. If image URI exists, then we're going to render an image component. Here we're going to set the source to an object with the URI property set to image URI. Now we should also set a style here. So style is styles.image. Now, what styles do we need for this image? We want the image to fill its container. So we set the width and height to 100%. Now to test this, we go to app.js and set image URI to our state variable. Take a look. So I'm going to select an image. Okay, here's the image, but we lost the round corners. I explained why this happens in the first part of this series. So in this case, we have overflow because the size of this image is slightly bigger than the size of our container. So our container has round corners, so it ends here, but our image is bigger, so we have overflow. To solve this problem and bring back the round corners, we go to our container and set overflow to hidden. Now take a look. Perfect. We're done with this step. Next, we're going to handle touches.